We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome to the Freak Show. I am your host, Bumpy McSquigums. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, finally, for Songs of Conquest to come out officially in 1.0 release. The full game available to everyone to play and grab and enjoy. It has been quite some time. We got to do like a first look video way back in the day. We were able to feature this as part of hashtag Turn-Based Thursday Fest. And now we are going to begin the campaign officially and see what the story brings to bear and all the various cool things that 1.0 brings to the table. A big shout out and a thank you to Lava Potion for hooking me up with the code for this and working with me throughout its early access and through the Turn-Based Thursday Fest thing that went down. So a big shout out and a thank you to them, and of course to Coffee Stain Publishing for, well, publishing the game. Super cool to see. It was a very exciting time when we heard that they had a publisher. So good stuff. So Songs of Conquest, Lava Potion, Coffee Stain Publishing, May 20th, 2024 is the official release. And let us begin. You guys know me to be the man of Hom. So yeah, this is definitely, maybe slightly inspired by Heroes of Might and Magic. Maybe. There's no way to be sure. So, I'm just really going to run down 1 through 4 and go from there. I know a lot of people have played some of the earlier things all the way through, but come on. This is me. There's no one like me. That's kind of why I do this. It's definitely not the fame or the notoriety or the money. It's because no one else can bring my flavor of weirdness to whatever it is that we're doing. So enjoy the weird. Let's do this thing. The first song, the Song of Stoutheart. Cecilia Stoutheart, the young baroness of the barony of Stoutheart, sure, must face enemies within and without to hold on to her power and protect her people. Stoutheart will stand. Okay, I'm here for it. A new baroness. In the year 593 AA, young Cecilia Stoutheart rose to baroness after the untimely death of her father. When our shipments from Barkspur's rich mines go missing, and rumors of bandits are brought to the new ruler, Cecilia leads a small force to investigate the missing resources and restore lawfulness to the barony. Oh, lovely map. I'm a big fan of people actually taking the time, the energy, and the effort to make a map of their lands and their surroundings. I really, truly do appreciate that. Like, it makes me smile. It makes me very happy. Now, I will say that I probably don't refer to the map as often as I should. But I really like looking at it, and I'm like, ooh, look how cool this is, and I like pour over it, and then I usually don't come back to it till later. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of see. So, yeah, I really like that. I hope that this is somewhere else that we can view in its totality and see, like, the full map with nothing else obscuring or blocking it. Because, like I said, this is a cool thing, and I greatly appreciate the folks that take the time, the energy, and the effort to make a map. Difficulty. Fair, worthy, and overwhelming. Do we get to know anything about any of this stuff? Well, fair apparently is the default difficulty. I'll try worthy. We'll see. Again, these games of this ilk have a wide spectrum of difficulty concepts or ideas. Like the latest in the Hom series, 7, I played 98% of it or 95% of it or something like that on the hardest difficulty. Went back to 5 and 6. Tried 5, I think, on the hardest difficulty. Absolutely can't do it. Maybe I could, but it didn't seem worth it. I enjoyed it at the normal difficulty. It was very enjoyable. I had a lot of fun with it. Same thing with 6. I think I had tried a higher difficulty and I was like, So, there's no telling where this stands on the spectrum. Is this going to be super easy and I should be at the hardest difficulty? Or is this going to be absurdly difficult, something akin to Battle Brothers, and I should be on the easiest difficulty? I don't know. We're going to see. There you go, guys and gals. I gave you about 5 minutes of intro, so now you guys can complain about that. But remember, episode 2 doesn't have that. All right. Each of your towns and settlements have their own separate supply of units that you can recruit. Let's see how much I've retained from what I learned back in the day. Cecilia Stoutheart, the new Baroness of the Barony of Stoutheart, was on her way to the quarries of Flint Hills. All shipments of stone and the region, or from this region, had stopped, and she was determined to find out why. She suspected an uprising of bandits and peasants, and had already sent troops to the region to restore order. Travel to Flint Hills. Oh, I like this. I love how far out we can zoom. This is great. Okay. The journey begins officially. We're going to go check out the gallows. We'll get some humor. Death comes to all. Some sooner than others. Gallows humor is what I was referring to. +2 movement. Yeah. I believe we probably started the campaign ages ago when I did like my first video on this. And yeah, we're going to definitely push to get further than we did that time around. I want to reach it. All right, ending the turn. What do we got? The dead commander wore Stoutheart's colors and the distinctive sign of the Corvus Reserves. Stolen ore was one thing, but an uprising against Stoutheart's troops was more serious. An old artifact is found on the body. It could prove useful in the time to come, or sold for gold. Yeah, we're going to start with the dagger. What does it do? +1 to offense. Absolutely. Big fan of getting artifacts and things early on. I like that we can, like, little puff clouds all over the ground. It's pretty fun. All right. Back on the road again. A looted cart. Gimme. Well, we're getting some money. The Tribute of Creation. What's up? Some wounded soldiers appeared from the forest and snapped to attention. This was Cecilia's Corvus Reserves, and they had recently seen combat. Hail, Baroness! The Corvus Reserves await your command. Lieutenant, you've seen some combat. What is the situation and status of the mines? Our scouts detected hostilities about, milady. The gold mine is to the south and has been seized by rebels. We also encountered an unexpectedly well-armed force at Flint Hills to the west. We took heavy casualties and were forced to retreat. How well-armed? These aren't peasants with tools and knives. They have crossbows and swords, and bannerless knights ride with them. This is no peasant uprising. Someone thinks me weak and seeks to take advantage of my father's death to steal more than a few shipments of ore. We must uphold the laws and show them the error of their ways. Gather the troops. We march for Flint Hills. After we stop off at the gold mine, probably. Decide what troops you want to move to your wielder. Yeah. So see what happened was move as many as possible. Yeah. We're definitely gonna grab all of those. Mass move. Okay. That works. This is the source of power. Cecilia was no ordinary commander. She was a wielder, and could draw upon the essence of her troops to weave mighty spells. Yay! Alright. I'm gonna probably go down there and hang out. Just FYI. They want us to march toward, stuff, but... Soldiers are camped here. Their camp can be pillaged for gold, or the soldiers can be recruited when they return. I would take some rangers. I think that is a very smart move. Resting for a while by this waterfall invigorates the troops, and we get additional movement. Very nice. Alright, we'll assume that this is going to go well, probably. Alright, peasants. Stand down. This mine belongs to the Barony of Stoutheart. It belongs to me. We will do no such thing. You would be wise to go back to your castle and prepare for a storm. There's one coming, I gather. The only storm gathering here is me. Prepare yourselves. Let's move you here. We will do the manual. And hope that we're strong enough to do the manual. Alright, so the boys, these guys, they get one shot. And then they got nothing. I think I may just defend, honestly. Though I don't remember how to do that. I guess I could just end the turn and you auto-defend? Knock arrows. And I can hit you from here. And I will. Alright, so now we do have Clouded Vision. We have Quicken. We have Protection. I think I'm going to hit Protection up on you. Alright, spells are left click, left click. Confirming orders and actions are not that. Yeah, I think we do that. Expected. Alright, we got some insect swarms. What else do we have? I just want to see. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I just wait here. And yeah. Oh, they stopped to reload. Interesting choice. Alright, well, I'm going to continue to defend, I suppose. I mean, it's not going to matter. We're just going to take him out. Alright, so we utilized a dangling person to tank the damage, and we just shot them all down from afar. Outplayed. No losses. And we leveled up. Alright, now, this is stuff that's going to carry through for the rest of the campaign. So I need to make sure that whatever I decide to do is going to make sense. Getting an additional 10% melee resistance does sound wonderful, but I think I'm going to just go with this for now. Command's important as it allows us to have, instead of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think it's 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's only 8. Okay, 8 troops. So, that whole thing. Alright, command. Always make it an effort to secure the resource producing building first. So something like a gold mine or wood, whatever it is. If there's stuff on the ground, I mean, we have time now. This is fine. We could have done it either way. Well, but get in the habit of doing it first. That way, if you only have limited amount of movement and you go and you pick up all the gold on the ground, you're like, yeah, I got the stuff. And then you're like, oh no. You're going to miss out on 500 gold in this case that you're never, ever going to get back because you didn't get it in a turn, or in that turn. So every turn that we have it, it's going to produce 500 gold. So it is always good to secure the production buildings first before the loot on the ground. I will make the mistake of not doing that. You guys can laugh at me or just shake your head in shame, and I'll hang my head in shame that I failed at using my own advice and taking heart, but yeah, I don't think I can go back here and, oh yeah, you know what, I might be able to. Yeah, because it's for one battle. An old battlefield and a tribute of order. I was thinking I'm going to go to the old battlefield. Walking this old battlefield inspires caution. Our defense is higher, our offense is lower. I'm not a big fan of that. Can we... This is burnt. We can't go that way. Out of movement. As she touched the old tribute to order, she felt its essence of power. That power would be... That was a little bit too quick, considering how wordy it was. Oh, yeah. Yep. We're able to get those folks because we have additional slots up here. Otherwise, we wouldn't really be able to do that. There's an old camp. We only want the... We're not really concerned about money at this point. We just need to have troops to do the things that we need to do. I think we're going to go peek up there and see what's going on. Alright, so if you guys are curious, we can go up here. We can see what we got going on. Our skills are Guard 1 and Command. We also have our Dagger, which increases our offense by 1, which is not super helpful at this particular moment because of the old battlefield. And our Defense by 4 because of the Archer's Gambison. There's a Shrine of Aurelia. Yes, what do you show me? Hundreds of years ago, the Empire of Aurelia spanned the known world. Statues of the Empress can still be found spread across Arléon. And many folk speak dreamingly of the golden years of Aurelia. +5 initiative, +1 troop movement, and that is for a single battle. Alright. And there's 1,400 gold. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we're heading down now. It has been a long road and quite an interesting one to kind of follow all the things that happened in the adventures of the developer. Ooh, I'm curious, is he going to join us? No, it's just showing a simple threat level. Barricades and a small force of armed peasants block the road west. I remember watching, I don't know, a couple of years ago now, a video about how they kind of changed their entire direction. And I think like concepts were there, but the look, the art style, and the feel of the game, the atmosphere, and all that stuff, they had all stuff ready to go. And I don't know if they were going to like present it or they were working on it still, but they saw a specific game. I don't know if they mentioned the game, but something inspired them that they watched it and they're like, oh my goodness, that's possible? Well, we can't go forward with what we have now when we know that something like that can happen. So they changed their entire art direction, and I'm pretty sure Lava Potion will check out this video. Hi, developers. And maybe they could link the video, because I haven't been able to find it. I found it like 2 other times, but I haven't been able to find it since. And I'd love to have that in the comment section. It was fascinating. I watched the whole thing. It was quite good. And yeah, it's just amazing, the evolution and the changes and the direction shifts and everything that went into this game. Because I've known about this for years, and it's finally out. It's a very cool thing. So, good stuff all around. All right, let's see what's up. You best be gone, young Stoutheart. Flint Hills are free lands now. Free? Free to be attacked by bandits and pillaged by other baronies. Who will protect the people? You? Why not? As you can see, we are quite well armed. I can see that. But I caution you to think carefully before your next actions. Put down your weapons, answer my questions, and I'll be merciful. Or stand unlawfully against me, and my sword will deliver justice. Now, who armed you? One of good intentions. I've seen Stoutheart mercy when the head of old Lord Hammond was sliced off his body. Now turn back. It brings me no pleasure to turn my sword upon my subjects, but unlawful acts will not be tolerated. Stoutheart will stand. All right. This will be interesting. Actually, I think that's a high ground position. I would take that, and I think that works. Manual battle. I don't know what I want to do with you. I think I'm just going to hide you for right now. I can't believe I can shoot that far, but I love it. Outside of range? Not outside of range. Oh. Unexpected. Kind of wish I had a heal at this point. Why not both? Why not both? Yeah, that could work. All right, let's end your turn, and you can sit in reserve. You're not shooting right now. Yeah, I think I go for it. This is a guaranteed kill. It's one less person shooting. He had to reload. I suppose that sucks, but that is fair. Cannot reach anyone. All right, well, I'm going to head in. I'm going to throw protection down. I'm going to cloud your vision. Oh, what I should have done was quicken. One additional troop movement would have made the difference there. I could have attacked at least this guy. Well, hindsight being what it is, doesn't really help me in any way, shape, or form. I guess you're the best candidate for the doom and the gloom. Okay, we'll take that. And we'll take that. So 2 losses overall. That's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Alright, we should probably do that. And I think that's good. We'll check the burnt building. No survivors remaining, but sifting through, found some resources. 2 stone wood and 400 gold. Okay. Alright, coming up on a sign. Oh dear. 1 extra movement, 50 experience. And it looks like the bannerless knight is here. This might get a little bit rough. We'll see. As Cecilia's troops approach Flint Hills, a force of well-armed soldiers wearing no barony's colors come out to meet them. Knights, archers, you're no ordinary bandit force. I've always wanted to kill a wielder. Kill a wielder. You won't be the first upstart knight I've defeated. I mean, okay. This is not going to go well. I mean, it might go okay, honestly, but probably not. All right, we're going to hide in the back and hope that we buy ourselves enough time to not die a horrible death. Probably. Yeah, that tracks. They might just sit there and hang out. Like, it is very possible that's their move. Nope. They opted against it. They made the critical error of... Well, I don't know, whatever the critical error is that they made. I think we're fine. I feel like they're going to attack him. I don't know why. That's just what I feel. I feel it in my bones. Oh, he a tanky boy. All right. Yeah. Counterattack. Yep. I think we're fine. Hey, buddy. Pacify. Can you make it to us? No. What is this? Huh. Fill your troops with inspiration. Well, why not? I feel inspired. How about you, buddy? All your boys are dead, and you're getting shot with arrows, and also there's bugs biting you. You can shield up all you want. Now, go and change things. Just gonna casually do this again for no reason. Goodbye. You upstart knight, trying to defeat a wielder, you fool. I did say it was going to be weird, right? Alright. Very, very nice. Okay. I'm not liking my other choices. At some point, we're going to run out of just getting command. I think... I don't know. Now, this is something that I'm unaware of. I'm going to make a wild guess. Also, I just want to point out, offense, defense... What is this? I don't... movement? Oh, okay. And vision, right? View radius. Apparently, these stats go up too. Didn't notice that until just now. So, it's good. It's good to point out the stuff that you noticed. So, yeah, I'm assuming the green ones all went up a spot. So, the way I think this works, and I could be completely wrong, is we have these three choices. Once we choose one of the choices, this kind of randomizes. Like, I chose this one. I think it randomizes. I don't know, but I do know command is almost always there. And I think, like, if I choose this one, something else will randomly be there. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe it's like improve a skill, a new skill, and then a command. Maybe these are always commands or something. But it says upgrade command. I don't know 100%. I am curious to see how all that works out. I think I'm going to go with guard this time. Even though I still think command's the better call. I'm hoping that we're going to be able to level up again and get command again. Or something incredible before I need the extra slot, essentially. Command is incredibly important. So, generally one of the things you want to do first. Alright, I think we can finally get our extra boys here. The peasantry. A crowd of peasants led by a village elder come out to greet Cecilia as her force enters Flint Hills. I have defeated the rebels and restored Flint Hills to the protection of Stoutheart, as is my duty. Now, who among you will tell me what happened? Those knights and their soldiers appeared recently. I'm not going to do it. Recently, and armed all the local troublemakers. They seized our quarries and mines and started sending the shipments south toward Barkspur, where their patron waits. And none of you stood against them? None of you sent word to the local warden? Or to Springhold? No, milady. We were afeard for our lives. We sent a messenger to Oaks Glade to warn them and ask for help, but the messenger never returned. Remember this moment the next time you are made the offer of independence. I will always protect the barony from threats within and without. Join my forces, and together we will restore the order to this territory. We'll heed the call of arms. The call to arms of Stoutheart, as we did for your father before you. There are able-bodied recruits in the peasant hut. It's rough. I haven't done my yes, my lord, quite so often, or in like longer stints. Definitely something I might have to practice. Wait, where at? What? Oh, the peasant hut. Sorry, I went to the farmhouse. That's monies. Yes, my lord. Oh my god. Alright, there's just so many of them. And we just spent all of our money. Okay. The Archer's Helmet. Source of riches. Oh, see? Well, I didn't pick up the ore. I didn't go for that. But I am out of movement for this. Hindsight being what it is, maybe I would have skipped the peasant hut right now. It's not super important that I got that immediately. But, whatever. I should have gone for this first. I only really noticed it was there when I went for this one. I was like, oh. I saw, like, I hovered over it. I was like, oh, I should have gone for that immediately. It's fine. But, just gonna reiterate, you do want to go for this. Also, I think I'm gonna probably turn the background music up if there is background music. It sounds like there's stuff. So hopefully we can hear it a little bit better. I think I have it turned down too low. Now, differences between this and other of its ilk is every day new recruits come on through, or every turn new recruits come on through. So you no longer have to wait for an entire week to pass before you can get your new recruits. You can go back daily and get them, which, you know, has its own unique benefits. I'd say disadvantages, but honestly, mostly benefits. I suppose if you lose a building to an enemy at the beginning of a week, but you reclaim it by the end of a week, it would be better the other way. But, it's all fine. Anyway, onward we go. Let's end our turn. Let's gather this. This. We have a little bit of money now. We can recruit the two. Giving us a full stack. I now kind of regret not getting command. But that's okay. Alright. We'll do this. Plus 5 movement. Ooh, that's very nice. There's an ancient ruin over that way, so we'll definitely go that route. I try to find a good mix where the music and stuff isn't going to be like, I have to scream over it type situation. And sometimes I don't find that mix right. So we're definitely going to give some more love to the music of the game in the next episode. So apologies on that front. A forward scout, a small band of Cecilia's scouts stood waiting along the roadside. Oh dear, I don't know we have room for you guys. We might. Lady Stoutheart, Corporal Greenwood, we've come from your warden, Villia of Thorncliffe, sure, as per your command. Your troops are concealed at the forest's edge. Corporal, this is not the forest's edge. These troops are camped within Tenderwild. You may have disturbed the Fae. The Fae, milady? Surely the Fae are only a myth, superstitions for the country folk. Did my ancestors sign a covenant with mythological creatures? The covenant of leaves still stands, and we must make sacrifice or break the peace. Consider what we must forfeit to the forest beings to atone for your error. I await your judgment. My life is yours. Your death would serve no one. If I remember my history, there is an offering tree southwest of here. We'll try to reason with them. Join up, Corporal. I'll need all of my troops, even the ones who make mistakes. Your loyal servant, Lady Stoutheart. Place an offering at the offering tree. Oh, decide what we want. Are you guys the fancy versions of our people, or are you guys just normal? Just normal. Being on a different colored background really changes what they look like to me. Like, can I put these guys back down here? See, and with the green hood. I'm not going to do that, but still. Cool. Source of power. I guess we head to the old camp. And we'll probably gather up some more stuff like this. How close are we to leveling? Not very. We need to get into a fight. Or we need to find something that gives us some experience. Rangers. Okay, we're just going to leave that alone. I'm glad that we can do that. Not every game gives you that option. They're like, oh, I don't want to do that right now. Let me back away. Like, see here? I don't want to... This is for when I have more space, right? Or I need to replenish forces that maybe are lost. Alright, 1 damage, 1 troop movement, but we lose some defense. Army with Berserker Rage. Tribute to Chaos. I suppose the tree is down further to the southwest. I could go to the waterfall now, I suppose. Let's do that first. Oh, there's some Fey creatures, potentially. Can I not? No, I can't get there. Ooh, boots. Very nice. Alright, we're going to take a look at some of the equipment that we've picked up. What did this do for me? 10 offense, defense, and 2 movement for 1 battle. C. Okay. I was wondering what the keyboard shortcut was. So the archer hat that we got is +4 to defense. And the boots give us 1 movement and 1 viewed radius. And it's nice to see us actually having stats that are not 0. For a change. That was a little rough for us. Alright, the Fey Spirits. Apparently they're not super happy with us. Fey Spirits, flying creatures of the Tenderwild. Or Wild. Tenderwield? I'm going to go with Wild. It's probably wrong, but it's fine. With bat-like wings, long claws and sharp teeth, swooped and buzzed before the offering tree. They wore strange masks and screeched at Cecilia and her troops. Humans be gone. We wish to leave an offering for our trespass on the forest, as is stated in the ancient covenant between us. Stand aside, little spirits. I would do my duty. No, humans. No, never. Spirits, do not trifle with me. I am Stoutheart, and by the agreements I seek to make amends. If you continue to impede my passage to the offering tree, I will draw arms and put you out of your misery. You are misery. Misery. So be it. She does not really take a lot of guff, does she? She just like kind of like up in people's face, like, how dare you? And she's like, yeah, whatever. And just goes for it. It's, I don't want to say endearing, but she's very earnest. And very no nonsense, I guess you could say. I have no idea what these guys do, so I'm a shoot them and hope that that works. So with our ranged individuals that we have, if we fire with said ranged individuals, we lose 50% of our ranged damage, which is obviously not a great thing. I kind of want to shoot them, but I kind of don't. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to wait and shoot next turn. Alright, they're all going to move up. And we're going to make the bold assertion that this is not a bad idea. Archers or peasants are definitely dying. Yeah, I know. I knew it was coming. I think we did about as good as we could there. Maybe there was something we could have done that would have been a little bit better. Maybe I should have checked to see if we could have put like a blockade down to protect our guys a little bit more. But I didn't do these things. I had to live with my 7 losses, which is way more than I was expecting. Alright, so this changed. So maybe it's all random all the time. I don't know. But either way, this is important. I did want that combat thing that they had, by the way. Alright, we're going to head down here. The offering tree was the most unusual tree Cecilia had ever seen. Her friend Vilja of Thorncliffe had described them once, but it had not done them justice. The branches were smooth and glossy and seemed to be lit from within. The leaves tinkled are like tiny little bells in the breeze. And, most uncommon, the tree gave off an aroma of warm spiced cider, like her mother would give her when she was small. Fae of the forest, for our trespass upon your woods, we offer compensation. For these Fae spirits slain, I ask forgiveness. They could not be reasoned with. Let our peace be everlasting. Sure. As the Fae offering tree, as the offerings were presented, the forest around Cecilia grew quiet. Hopefully it was enough. Ooh, +3 defense and offense. Nice. It's always good to honor your packs in things that you do. Alright, we're going to move back up here. We're going to swoop in, grab this stuff, I think, and then be about our day. Be about our business. I think I go with the footmen. I think I'm going to ignore the peasants. I'm going to check to see if that's what that was. Yeah. The militia. It's going to stay there. I am going to swoop around them, which is kind of awkward, but we need to go up here and hit the stuff too. And we're probably going to break off our first episode as we finish up this turn. Our adventure is underway, and I'm pretty excited for it. A curious arch. As Cecilia examined the strange arch, she noticed that it was almost warmed at the touch and had a slight vibration. She studied many strange ruins from the times of Aurelia, but never one that seemed so alive. Cool. she's kind of getting close to leveling again, which is pretty cool. All right, ending the turn, and we're going to end the episode there, ladies and gentlemen. In our next episode, we will continue our adventures in the realm of Songs of Conquest. Again, it's been a long time coming, something I have been looking forward to for quite some time, and super happy that it is finally out. If you folks want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, the publisher, any of that stuff, down below in the description of the video, there'll be various links, just like there always are. If you happen to enjoy the video, make sure you like and subscribe, as, well, more is definitely coming onto the channel, and you'll see other games of this ilk. Well, I've completed several other games of this ilk already, and there's more coming, not quite daily, but I'm going to be upping the amount of other games akin to this, so you'll be able to kind of indulge yourself or immerse yourself in this world of tactical turn-based strategy, city building, army maneuvering type stuff. So good stuff to be had by all. Alright folks, till the very next episode, I have been your host, Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show. We play, we fight, we conquer.